All right, here we are, post-capsulorhexis and hydrodissection in this beautifully dense cataract, opening up the milOOP under the anterior capsule, making sure it's fully open before I rotate. You can see how the lens is already spinning. There's no cortical or epinuclear shell. So I'm glad I'm using the milOOP here because of the centripetal forces, less pressure on the zonules than a standard kind of cracking or divide and conquer technique here. I'm going to take my second instrument here just to help keep the lens from popping up into the anterior chamber in this case. So keeping it more stabilized there. Now we're going to retract it and actually cut or bisect the lens. And you see how even this dense cataract, how easy it is to bisect these dense lenses. Really, I haven't had a case where the lens was too hard for the milOOP to bisect. I'm going to go ahead and open up again one more time, take another pass to get another smaller piece. Although I have two halves here, I'm going to try to get another quadrant at least if I can. So I'm just going to go ahead and bisect one more time, get another small piece there. Again, even if I get another small piece, it gives me more room. And I don't mind now bringing this small piece into the anterior chamber. That actually is a safer bet for me because now I'm away from the posterior capsule. I have this smaller half quadrant, so to speak, here that I can just remove and emulsify, and that gives me enough space here. So now I have enough space in the capsular bag to now go ahead and grab one half now and bring this into the pupillary axis here, pupillary plane into the anterior chamber, and now start to crack and chop as well. So now that I've gotten those two halves in that smaller piece, I can go ahead and chop and not as afraid that I'm putting unnecessary forces on the zonules here. So this is really the benefit of the milOOP in this case, where I was able to bisect it and actually another pass, create another small piece to allow myself the space in the room to now let these pieces come into the anterior chamber or in the plane of the pupil at least, to allow myself to decrease the chances of putting unwanted pressure against the zonules here. So now I'm just using standard kind of a chop technique here, kind of a cartwheeling technique, making sure that I stay away from the corneal endothelium, but also staying away from the posterior capsule. Again, this is a pretty straightforward now technique. Once you have those two halves and one half completely gone, you have so much more space now to operate that you're not quite as concerned at putting unnecessary forces. And I'm just kind of doing kind of a chop technique here, letting the phaco do the rest of the work. And that's it. There you go. Hope that helped. Thank you.